When you hear roguelite, you tend to think of a sword-wielding hero fighting their way through a dungeon until they meet their untimely end to an undead hottie with a whip, or die spectacularly to their own hubris. What you don't normally think of is driving through the Pacific Northwest of America in a beaten-up old Cadillac. I built the Simpsons car. Oh, Marge, get me a beer. Pacific Drive is arguably the strangest but most unique roguelite I've ever played. It is terrifying.
What the hell is that?
It is immersive.
I'm too scared of whatever that is.
It goes from 0 to 88 miles per hour in seconds.
What happens if I just...
Oh! What the fuck? Pacific Drive takes place in the ruins of the Olympic Peninsula, a desolate, abandoned exclusion zone full of dangerous anomalies, strange reality-bending storms, and poisonous radioactive plants. So not too different from the rest of America. The difference, though, is Pacific Drive is genuinely beautiful. Holy crap, this world is so cool.
And so scary.
I've always been a sucker for a story set in a time when humans thought the future would be a scientifically advanced and prosperous society, rather than, you know, the sad reality we live in. But what I love more is a world where those scientific advances have destroyed everything. We don't need roads where we're going. Boing! With the zone sealed off from the rest of the world, your only goal now is to find a safe route to the very center. You'll travel through forests, swamps, abandoned towns, rundown research stations, all while gathering resources, managing your fuel, inventory, and trying not to flip your car. Oh, no, what the... Fuck. Sounds simple, right? Well, no. The zone is aggressively unstable. If you're not fast enough, storms rip the world apart around you, forcing you to flee back to one of the few stable areas available, the garage. Here you'll be able to upgrade your car, which will help you make it further next time. Maybe you'll add more fuel tanks, insulated plating to help with those pesky electrical storms, off-road tires if you're struggling to stay inside the lanes, and of course, you can paint it pink. Arrgh. All of this will come in handy because not only are you racing against reality being torn apart right behind you, but also terrifying anomalies. No, you give me back my car, stop that. These could be strange creatures that drag your car off cliffs. Never mind, you can have it, just let me out! Electrical storms, anti-gravity zones, strange balls that cling to your car, and of course, the horrifying tourists. Jesus, where did you come from? As dangerous as these anomalies are, what truly scared me was the atmosphere. There is something so oppressive and evil about the zone. You can constantly hear some horrifying sound in the distance, and every corner has the chance to hide some new evil wanting to destroy you and your precious Cadillac. I found myself endlessly looking over my shoulder while stripping abandoned homes and labs of all the metals, chemicals, and whatever else I could find to repair and upgrade my car. Go, holy fuck, what is happening? A lot of this atmosphere is offset by the writing though. You'll find yourself guided by 3 disembodied voices on the radio. Luckily, they're veterans of the zone, and each is a bit quirky in their own way. I never found myself actually laughing at the jokes, but I could tell they were meant to be jokes.
Got 5 seconds to get the hell out before I... Ow. My head.
Get it? She's hungover. Pacific Drive has these amazing moments of pure adrenaline and dread, whether it's racing to leave an area before the world rips apart around you. Holy shit, go, fuck! Or the anomalies throwing you around like a football. Stop it! Stop! Jesus, stop! These moments are what I saw in the game trailer and left me thinking, wow, I gotta get this. It looks intense. And boy, I was dead wrong. Once you're through the strangely long and sluggish tutorial, the game falls apart quickly. The atmosphere is no longer scary, it's just dark. Holy shit, I hate this, I can't see. Most of this game seems to take place at night or during intense thunderstorms, which force you to either use road flares constantly or just squint aggressively. Those mysterious anomalies that terrified you earlier quickly stop being scary and become tedious and unthreatening. Yeah, okay, take a road flare and fuck off. Those electrical storms that you carefully avoided, well, they're nothing more than a quick way to charge your car's battery. Those tourists, well, Eljay, kick! Oh, fuck! The incredibly unique world that you're amazed by at first disappears when you realize you're looting the same copy and pasted structures over and over again. And it's pitch fucking black. Luckily, I can find everything still. After all, I've looted this caravan 100 fucking times! And then the game does quirky things like make it so your headlights turn off whenever you try to turn the steering wheel. In the dark, during a story mission, where the goal is to escape rapidly. Are you kidding me? Fuck. Even the resource gathering quickly becomes tedious as you realize you're doing the same long animations over and over for the same basic loot over and over, all while being forced to spend your time painfully inventory managing. Yeah man, super fun. That's okay though, because the upgrading and car customization will make up for it, right? Okay, so I gotta build a door, and I'll put it on. No, okay, I gotta drop it first. Then I can take this off. Now I gotta drop that, pick this up, and now put it on, and there we go. Now Now to just do this 5 more times. But no, the upgrading feels clunky, unintuitive, and quickly you'll realize that a lot of the upgrades don't really affect the gameplay. They just add more health, more fuel, more storage, which felt incredibly unrewarding because I never found myself actually needing more of these things. I never ran out of fuel, I never came close to dying, and despite spending hours grinding up every car I saw, I genuinely never had issues with storage. The resource gathering isn't the only aspect that is plagued by long drawn out animations. The entire game is bogged down in them. Unlock a new crafting recipe? Animation. Use a road flare? Animation. Do anything to your car? Animation. Don't get me wrong, I understand the joy of this type of crafting and maintenance, so I will forgive the animations when it comes to the car. But when you're unlocking multiple blueprints at a time and being forced to leave the skill tree, pick up a tube, watch an animation, go back in, unlock another, and repeat this over and over and over, well, holy shit, this is the worst. I'd love to say the story of this game saves it, that I was invested in discovering the mysteries of Limtech and how it destroyed the zone, but it just didn't grab me. Most of the story felt like uninspired fetch quests through repetitive zones I'd seen before, but with slightly different layouts. Oh, another pitch black forest and a thunderstorm. Don't mind if I do. Luckily, once you make it to the next zone, you'll find yourself driving through pitch black swamps instead of pitch black forests. And the game kindly unlocks a shortcut for you to take you halfway there instead of forcing you to spend hours driving through the same forest again and again. Unluckily though, that shortcut is actually just an uninteresting, boring highway segment that slows the game down even further. So this is just a straight line then. Huh. None of this is a problem though, because it's a driving game, and that means the driving is fun and rewarding to do. After all, when I watched the trailer, I was so excited because the game looked like this. But in reality, most of the time, the game looks like this. Oh, 99 bottles of beer on the wall, 99 bottles of beer. You take one down and pass it around, 98 bottles of beer. Pacific Drive feels like it doesn't know what genre it wants to be. Is it a roguelite? Is it a survival crafting? Is it a realistic driving sim? Is it horror? Is it an extraction looter? Or is it a story-focused adventure game? I genuinely don't know. And because of this split focus, it feels like it does none of them particularly well, finding itself struggling, bogged down in unforgiving menus, terrible UI, and repetitive gameplay. I gave Pacific Drive 14 hours of playtime. I went back and forth between loving and hating this game constantly, and I found myself utterly confused when listening to how others talked about it. Dude, everyone loves this game. The reviews are so positive. I feel like I'm taking fucking crazy pills. But while playing, I found myself constantly asking, maybe it gets better after 4 hours? I'm 7 hours in. It's kind of fun again. Maybe it only goes up. I've reached the next area after like 9-10 hours. Maybe it's fun from here. In no other form of entertainment would you find someone saying, no, stick with it. It gets good at 15 hours in. So in the end, I never finished it. I might go back to it, but it will need a lot of patches and work before I do, both on the technical and performance side, but also just to make it kinder to the player. The fact I couldn't save mid-run says a lot about this game, which, don't get me wrong, I understand isn't uncommon for a roguelite, but when your runs are multiple hours long, it's a different story. 2.5 out of 5.